What is going on, guys? Quality XA here today, and today I'm bringing you guys a brand new Destiny 2 video. We're going to be covering some news that has come out this week, specifically about the Warmind. We're also going to be speculating some stuff, so let's get right into this. So first up, we're actually going to be talking about the new description for the Expansion 2 DLC. So it says, Destiny 2 Expansion 2 Warmind continues your Guardian's journey with an all-new story. Anna Bray, a Guardian long thought lost, searches for a connection to her past, one that could be lost forever on a polar ice caps of Mars. As Golden Age warsats begin slamming into the ice, the glaciers begin to thaw, revealing the core of the Warmind Rasputin and an ancient Hive army bent on its destruction. Now free, the Hive swarm in service their god Exalt. Help Anna discover her past and destroy the Hive's Garantan worm god before it's too late. So the description for this DLC does sound pretty interesting. One thing I wanted to focus on was the worm god. It's very interesting that they describe it as being a worm god. We're not too sure as of what this boss actually is or the current enemy in this DLC is going to be. We do know that we are going to be facing Exalt and Nocrius, but it does sound pretty awesome regardless. Let me know if you guys do know what the worm god could actually be. It could also be relating to Nocrius. Very interesting. We do also get the description of the stuff coming in with this DLC. So you have all new raid layers, Spire of Stars. You got new themed weapons, armor and gear to earn. All new ritual activity, Escalation Protocol. All new relic weapon, the Valkyrie. New strikes, new story missions and adventures, new destination polar ice caps of Mars, and access to multiplayer arenas in private matches. So it does sound like a pretty filled DLC from what we can see here, and I really cannot wait. I've been actually pretty excited. The more and more that I do watch over the live stream for stuff to actually look upon, the more I actually get hyped for this DLC. It does look like Bungie have done a really good job so far. Speaking of looking over the live stream, I did actually want to show you this image here. And if you guys look on the left hand side of the screen, you can actually see what looks to be a black diamond shaped object. I don't know if this is going to be a collectible. Bungie did say that they're adding collectibles as well as other stuff that invites lore into the game. So this could actually possibly be a collectible that we have to collect to get access to some special weapon, similar to how we did with the calcified fragments in Destiny 1 The Taken King. Really cannot wait for that. Let me know if you guys know what this could be in that comment section below, but I'll be really intrigued to hear your answers on that. But I really hope that there is a load of stuff for us to find in this DLC and keep the grind going, because little things like this make me want to play and collect them all just to see what the rewards are for this. Really awesome. So let me know what your thoughts are. Next up, we actually have this image of two Guardians wearing some brand new gear and brand new weapons. And we're not focusing too much on the brand new stuff. What I wanted to focus on is the Guardian in the background. Now, as you guys know, we have new sets of weapons in this DLC, but what I wanted to focus on was the weapon he is holding in hand, which is actually looking very much like the Sleeper Simulant. You can also see here I've got an image of the Sleeper Simulant, and they're pretty much identical. The only thing with this Sleeper Simulant what he is using is the blue dot at the end of this. But now, as you guys know, when you actually play in multiplayer, if you're running around with a power weapon, they actually show up with a certain colour depending more on what it is. Now, if you guys are using a linear fusion rifle, it will actually show up with this blue dot, which adds more to the speculation that this Guardian is actually holding the Sleeper Simulant, which is pretty awesome indeed. Possibly one of my more favourite weapons that actually came into the game. So I'm really hoping that it is the Sleeper Simulant. Obviously, all of these guns have a very similar design, but this is definitely something that I'm going to be grinding for if it does come out, because it is a really awesome exotic weapon. I just hope they add something to go and get this, not just in the loot pool of stuff that can drop in exotics. Let me know your thoughts about that, and what exotics you're actually excited for in this DLC. Talking about exotics, we actually have a new feature coming in the game known as Exotic Catalyst. So there was this on the weekly Bungie blog post. It said there will be one exotic masterwork per exotic weapon that exists so far in Destiny 2. In order to begin the masterwork process, players will have to find an exotic masterwork catalyst. When inspecting the exotic, there will be a hint at what activities can grant the catalyst for this weapon. Not all exotic masterworks have the same drop rates. Some exotic masterwork weapons are guaranteed after a certain amount of engagement, while others are earned at random. So you guys can see here we actually have the Cold Heart, and it actually says the Cold Heart Catalyst, found in strikes against the most challenging opponents. So to actually get the Catalyst to make this upgradable to be a masterwork, you'll actually have to play in strikes. Now how these exotic masterworks work will almost give it a brand new exotic perk. I do believe there is a shotgun exotic, I can't remember what one it actually was, but it adds double damage when you actually get the Catalyst for it. I do believe with the Cold Heart it adds double headshot damage. Now don't quote me on that, I might be wrong, but there is some pretty awesome exotic perks for this when you do actually get the Catalyst. Let me know if you guys know any more. I know there is some pretty awesome ones out there, and just again, this is some really good thinking by Bungie, because this is going to make exotics more viable and make you want to get them. Because an exotic, they're not too great at the moment. Some legendaries are better in PvP, but if you get these really awesome perks, it's just going to make you want to grind to get these perks to actually upgrade your exotic to make them some of the best in the game. Let me know your thoughts on this feature. I personally think it is a brilliant feature and just really cannot wait to try it and get all of these catalysts for all of these exotics to try and see which one's actually the best and see what features they actually do bring to the weapons. Moving on, continuing to talk about weapons, we have the Crucible ranks this time. Now the reason I say weapon is because there is actually a very special weapon you can earn from the Crucible ranks. So what are seasonal Crucible ranks? Seasonal Crucible ranks are comprised of two key mechanics, a level and rank points. As players earn points in each rank, they will level up and unlock new rewards for shacks to dole out in the tower. Leveling gives players an assortment of Crucible tokens, Crucible engrams and masterwork cores depending on how far they have leveled. There are 6 specific Crucible ranks that players can reach, starting with the rank of Guardian and ending with players becoming Legend. Here is a full breakdown of what level each Crucible rank will feature. So you've got Guardian, Brave, Heroic, Fabled, Mythic and Legend. Now what's interesting about these is when you actually reach Legend, you can unlock a brand new weapon. This weapon, being Redrix's Claymore, will be available to players once they reach the Fabled level in the Glory rank. Ranking above Fabled will reward an ornament for the Redrix's Claymore and a new emblem, and for those who push their Glory rank to Mythic and above, a special secret awaits you. So really awesome indeed. You're definitely going to notice when people are using this Redrix's Claymore. You can actually see some gameplay in the background. There's also some really awesome perks that are actually going along with this weapon. And yeah, really cannot wait to try and use this. It does look like an absolute monster, and it is specifically more so for Crucible than it is PvE. So definitely cool and definitely something that I'm going to have my eyes set on, and it does sound pretty hard to actually try and get this. You have to actually get 4 ranks in this seasonal Crucible ranks, and the thing is, when you lose a game you lose XP, when you win a game you gain XP, so you're definitely going to be wanting to get them wins and play with a really competent team to try and earn this very special weapon. Next up for the Crucible rank, so obviously we have the Valor, which is the more casual rank, and we've got Glory. So for Valor, it caps out at 2,000 rank points, features win streak bonus points, can be reset when fully completed with no cap on resets per season. It resets each season, and it has an ornament, emblem and weapon reward. It also requires a fixed number of Valor resets to earn some rewards, and it's also featured in the Quick Play, Rumble and Mayhem. For Glory, it caps out at 5,500 rank points. It features win streak bonus points, adds loss streak penalties for recurring losses. Players can earn bonus ranks or fend off decay by completing 3 competitive matches each week. Only resets each season. Has ornament, emblem and weapon rewards, and features unique seasonal chase weapons that can be earned via at Fable level about 40% of the way through your journey in Glory ranks. Lets players earn ornaments for seasonal weapon at Legend level. So definitely if you are a competitive player, you're going to be wanting to play Glory. There's definitely going to be some really cool rewards for the players to actually reap and try and get, and it's definitely going to be very unique and it's going to be really fun for the Crucible players. There hasn't been too much stuff for Crucible guys to grind for, but this is certainly one thing that I'm definitely going to play out for and try and earn all of this stuff what you can potentially earn. Continuing on with the Crucible, we have this from Lord Saladin, and he actually returns in Iron Banner in the final one for Season 2, so it's starting Tuesday, May the 1st and ends Tuesday, May the 8th. The game mode is going to be Control. And Jerpy actually said, while we continue to evaluate the feedback and data from the last Iron Banner Control with 6v6, we've heard two messages very clearly. Having more opportunities to play 6v6 is highly desired, and Control remains the most popular mode for 6v6. As such, you can expect Iron Banner to feature 6v6 Control exclusively moving into Season 3. Really good indeed. I really hope that they sort out the spawns for the other game modes, because I don't just want to sit on Control continuously. I'm really hoping they add Rift in at some point as well. And then last but not least, guys, I did want to show you the preview weapons, what Bungie is actually working on. There's some really cool weapons that you guys are going to have a look at. One of them being the tracked cannon, the other being the hard light, and then last but not least we have the Borealis. Now let me know what you guys think of these. I do know the tracked cannon is actually going to be getting a damage buff, so when you actually shoot an enemy you can actually just use void weapons and you'll get bonus damage. The hard light is going to have a naturally changing energy type, so you can actually swap from arc to solar, from solar to void, all of that really cool stuff. And then last but not least, we have the Borealis. And that has actually got a really awesome feature in which when you actually break a shield with matching damage, you will actually get double damage for the next reload or damage type swap. So very awesome indeed, and I can imagine that being very helpful in PvE and PvP as well. So let me know what you guys think of them. But I'm just going to roll the clips with the sound on, and as always, please smash a like if you did enjoy this video, subscribe if you guys are new around here for the latest and greatest Destiny 2 content, but as always, peace out, and I hope you enjoyed.